invincible aliens face humans and instantly regret it. The stars were calm that night, shining cold and distant above Earth. People in cities and towns looked up and wondered about the vast sky, but no one truly expected what was coming. Far beyond the outer planets, in the dark silence of space, a fleet of alien ships moved steadily toward the solar system. They were enormous, their hulls black and smooth, glowing faintly with strange energy. Each ship seemed like a small city floating in the void. On the bridge of the lead ship, a tall figure watched a screen that showed the approaching blue planet. The alien commander, known among their kind as Vorath, leaned forward. His eyes glowed faintly as he spoke to his subordinates. Humans are primitive. They will fall in moments. Prepare for entry. Beside him, an alien officer with a thin, sharp face nodded. All weapons ready, Commander. The humans cannot resist. Their world is weak. Vorath allowed a small, cruel smile. The aliens had conquered dozens of systems. They had never met a species that could stand against them. Let them see us, he said. Fear will break them before we arrive. Meanwhile, far below Earth was peaceful. In Washington, the Space Command Center was active, but nothing alarming had yet appeared. Captain Alex Mason sat at a console staring at the screen. He was in his early 40s, with short brown hair and a serious face. His uniform was simple, decorated with a few badges, but his eyes showed the experience of someone who had faced danger many times. Beside him, Pilot Ryan Cole, young and sharp, leaned over a display. Captain, satellites are showing unusual energy readings near Jupiter. I don't think it's natural. Lisa Brown, the ship's engineer, frowned. She was quiet, calm, and always thinking. Energy levels are off the charts. Whatever it is, it's big. Emma Stone, the medical officer, looked up from her tablet. I don't like this. Something about it feels wrong. Paul Carter, the commander in charge of the facility, entered the room quickly. He was a tall man with a square jaw, always confident. Reports say large ships are moving into the outer system. Alex, Ryan, get ready. Lisa, Emma, be prepared for anything. We don't know what we are dealing with. Alex nodded. We will. Let's stay calm and see what we are really facing before we make any move. Out in space, the alien fleet was closer now. Their ships blotted out small stars behind them. As they entered the solar system, the sensors of human satellites went wild. The unusual energy pulses made lights flicker in laboratories and control rooms around the world. People who were asleep woke with a sudden chill, feeling that something strange had arrived. On Earth, scientists and military leaders gathered in emergency meetings. No one knew exactly what to do. There had been warnings of alien life before, but most people had dismissed them as stories. Now, reality was undeniable. Alex and his team were inside a secure command center, watching the live feeds from satellites and deep space scanners. The images were clear enough to see the massive ships moving toward the inner planets. Every member of the team felt tension, but Alex tried to keep his voice steady. They are huge, he said, and fast. But we can't panic. We need a plan, Ryan. How fast can our fighters reach the outer system? Ryan checked the console. At top speed, maybe 6 hours. But these ships are much faster. We might not reach them in time if they are hostile. Lisa tapped on her screen. Weapons are ready, but our standard missiles might not even scratch their armor. We need something more precise. I've been working on a prototype pulse cannon. It might work if we can get close enough. Emma frowned. I just hope it doesn't come to that. If they are as strong as they look, a fight could kill millions. Paul Carter stepped forward. Our first priority is to protect civilians. We can't let panic take over. Alex, set up communications. Let's try talking to them first. Maybe there is a chance for peace. Alex nodded. He activated a large transmitter, sending a signal into space. This is Earth. We are sending greetings. Identify yourselves. We want no trouble. The aliens received the message almost immediately. Vorath's eyes narrowed. "They dare speak to us," he hissed. "Humans are weak. They should have fallen before we arrived." The alien officer next to him smiled. "Commander, they do not even know fear. This will be entertaining." Vorath raised a hand, and a small holographic projection appeared in front of him. It was the Earth, spinning slowly. "Send a message back. Demand surrender. Show them our power. They will understand quickly that resistance is useless." On Earth, Alex watched as a strange signal came back. The message was in a language humans could not understand. It radiated cold and overwhelming authority, but something about it made Alex feel a strange determination. "They are arrogant," Alex said. "They think we are weak. But humans are always stronger than they appear." Ryan clenched his fists. "We can fight. We will fight. They don't know what they are dealing with." Lisa looked at her schematics of the pulse cannon. "We have surprises of our own. They think they are invincible, but no one is truly invincible." Emma placed a reassuring hand on Alex's shoulder. "We can do this. We need courage. That's all." Far in space, the alien ships moved in formation. They had already destroyed other worlds, conquered thousands of species, and faced no real threat. But something about humans was different. Their messages, though simple, carried no fear. Vorath did not notice it yet, but his officers did. A whisper of doubt began to enter the fleet. Back on Earth, the team prepared defenses. Satellites were activated, missile silos armed, and fighters scrambled. It was a quiet, tense preparation. Outside, normal life continued for most people, unaware of the massive ships closing in. Children slept, couples walked under city lights, unaware that their planet was about to face its greatest test. As the alien fleet entered the orbit of Mars, they sent a small probe toward Earth. It was sleek, silver, and deadly. It scanned the planet, analyzing cities, armies, and populations. The aliens expected to see fear. They expected cities to burn as humans begged for mercy. But what they saw confused them. Military bases were alert but calm. Scientists studied the probe with interest. People went about their lives, determined but not frightened. Vorath watched the data feed. "Why? Why are they not afraid?" he whispered. His officer replied, "Commander, it is unusual. No species has ever faced us with such calm. They may be more dangerous than we expected." Vorath shook his head. "Impossible. Humans are weak. We will crush them. Prepare for entry. Weapons ready." Meanwhile, Alex and his team observed the probe. Ryan prepared the fighters. Lisa calibrated the pulse cannon. Emma kept track of supplies and medical readiness. Paul coordinated defenses across the planet. They were ready, but none of them truly knew what was coming. At the edge of space, a small human ship moved closer to the probe. Alex had decided to take a calculated risk. "We will not attack blindly. We need to understand them. Ryan, take the fighters and approach the probe carefully. Gather as much data as you can." Ryan nodded. "Understood, Captain. Let's see what makes these invincible aliens tick." The fighters jumped into space, small and nimble compared to the massive alien fleet. They dodged energy pulses and scanned the probe. Ryan's heart pounded, but he focused on the mission. Every move was precise, every calculation exact. On the probe, alien sensors detected the humans. They were confused. Humans were not running, not begging, not panicking. Instead, they were studying, analyzing, and planning. For the first time, the aliens began to wonder if they had underestimated this species. Back on Earth, Alex watched the feed. "This is it," he said softly. "They think they are invincible. We will show them the truth. Humanity is not weak. We are never weak." Far above, the alien fleet prepared for the next move. Weapons systems powered up, ships glimmered with strange energy. Vorath smiled cruelly, still confident. "They will fall," he said. "All will fall before us." But deep inside, a small seed of doubt had been planted. And for the first time, the aliens did not feel entirely in control. The night grew darker, stars glimmered, and Earth waited. The humans were ready, not with fear, not with anger, but with calm courage. And soon, the first clash would begin. The day began quietly on Earth, with cities busy as usual. People walked to work, children played in the streets, and the sun rose over oceans and mountains. Yet above the clouds, satellites and human sensors were alert, watching the dark shapes moving through space. The alien fleet had not yet attacked directly, but its presence was like a shadow over the world. Captain Alex Mason stood in the command center, his hands resting on the edge of the console. His team worked quickly, checking every display and monitoring energy readings. "Ryan, how close are they to Earth's orbit?" he asked. Ryan Cole, standing near a large screen, pointed to a moving blip. "They are just beyond Mars. At this speed, they will reach Earth in less than 12 hours. They are moving fast, but they are not slowing. I think they are ready for attack." Lisa Brown, the engineer, tapped her tablet. "Weapons are ready, but standard missiles may not do much. Their armor is stronger than anything we have seen, but if we hit key points, we might slow them down." Emma Stone looked worried. "I don't like this. We are facing a species we know almost nothing about. They are huge, powerful, and they look unstoppable." Paul Carter, calm and serious, nodded. "True, but humans have always faced challenges. We will not back down. We need strategy, not fear." "Alex, what is the plan?" Alex turned to the screen, showing a 3D model of the alien fleet. "We will wait until the first attack, then respond. We cannot destroy them in one strike, but we can choose the right moment to fight. Ryan, take your fighters and prepare for launch. Lisa, Emma, keep monitoring everything. Paul, coordinate planetary defenses." Ryan's eyes lit up. "Understood, Captain. I won't let them reach Earth unchallenged." Far above, the aliens discussed their plan. Commander Vorath looked at the images of Earth's defenses. "They are foolish," he said. "Their weapons are primitive. Our fleet is perfect. One strike in this world will be ours." The alien officer, still uneasy, whispered, "Commander, they do not act afraid. It is strange. Most species beg for mercy before we strike." Vorath's glow of eyes sharpened. "Let them watch. Fear will come soon enough." At exactly 6 hours from Earth, the first alien ships moved into the inner solar system. They fired warning beams at distant satellites, burning them instantly. The flashes lit up space like lightning. Humanity's early warning systems picked up every shot. "Missiles incoming," Ryan shouted. The human team scrambled. Fighters launched from Earth's orbit in rapid formation. Ryan led a squad of 5 ships, small and fast, compared to the massive alien vessels. The first human strike was defensive. Fighters dodged energy blasts and fired counter-missiles. Alarms rang inside the base. Guards scrambled to protect civilians. For a moment, it looked like the aliens would succeed, but then human fighters attacked from hidden positions. Ryan's squad moved like shadows, striking at weak points in the alien formation. Explosions rocked the moon's surface. The aliens had not expected resistance at this scale. Vorath's voice was sharp now. "Hold formation. Do not let them distract us." But distraction was exactly what humans used. Alex had prepared hidden traps, guided missiles, and a small team of engineers on the moon. Every alien movement was anticipated. Every strike by humans caused damage to the enemy fleet. Ryan piloted close to a cruiser, dodging beams. "Lisa, fire the pulse cannon now," he shouted. Lisa pressed the controls. A powerful pulse shot out from the hidden station, hitting the alien ship's core. The ship shuddered and fell out of formation. Sparks and fire burst along its hull. Vorath's glowing eyes widened. They They are damaging our ships? How? His officer shook his head. Commander, humans are stronger than we imagined. They plan, they think, they fight differently. Meanwhile on Earth, Alex watched the battle unfold on screens. Keep pressure on them. They are surprised. We have the advantage now, even if it is small. They expected fear. They got courage instead. Emma monitored injured soldiers and civilians, sending medics to the moon base. We are losing some, but most are safe. Keep going! The aliens tried to retreat, but the humans anticipated every move. Ryan and his squad chased a damaged cruiser, striking weak points, disabling engines and forcing it to the moon's surface. The aliens had never seen such tactics. Vorath's anger grew. Humans! You are not what we expected. Destroy them all. But the humans were calm, organized, and brave. Every attack was calculated. The aliens could not understand why humans did not panic or beg for mercy. On the moon, the first clash ended with heavy damage to the alien fleet. Several ships were crippled, forcing the aliens to pull back. Ryan's squad returned to Earth orbit, exhausted but triumphant. Back in the command center, Alex let out a breath he had not realized he was holding. We did it. We held them off. Lisa smiled faintly. We damaged their ships. They will think twice before attacking again. Paul Carter nodded. Yes, but we must remain ready. This is only the beginning. They will return. Emma looked at the screens, and next time, we must be ready for more casualties. But they underestimated us once. That is our strength. Ryan's voice was full of pride. They thought they were invincible. They will regret that. Humans are not easy to break. Far above, Vorath stared at the damaged ships. He had never experienced defeat like this. His confidence was shaken. His officers whispered among themselves. Fear had touched them for the first time. Vorath roared, fury burning in his glow. We underestimated them. This is unacceptable. But the humans had shown their courage, intelligence, and strategy. The first clash was over, but the message was clear. Humanity would fight. Humanity would survive. And for the first time, the aliens knew that their arrogance could cost them more than they had ever imagined. The stars were still calm, but now they were filled with tension. The war had begun, and humans had shown that even against invincible enemies, they could strike back with courage, skill, and unity. The battle above the moon had ended, but the war was far from over. The humans had surprised the aliens with courage and strategy, and the alien commanders had begun to understand that they had underestimated Earth's defenders. In the command center on Earth, Captain Alex Mason studied the data carefully. His eyes were tired, but his mind was sharp. He knew the aliens would return, stronger and more cautious. Paul, what are our current losses? Alex asked, turning to Commander Paul Carter. Paul shook his head. Minimal, considering the scale of the attack. Most of our casualties were minor. Civilians are safe, and our fighters are mostly intact, but we cannot underestimate them. They will come again. Lisa Brown, the engineer, spoke without looking up from her screen. I've analyzed the damage we caused. If we strike their command ships directly, we can disable a significant part of their fleet. It's risky, but it might work. Ryan Cole, leaning against a console, looked excited. I like risky. Let's hit them where it hurts. They think they are invincible, but they are not. Emma Stone, quietly reviewing medical supplies, added, and we must be ready for the wounded. Their attacks will be stronger next time. People will get hurt. We have to save them. Alex nodded. Agreed. Lisa, coordinate the hidden weapons. Ryan, prepare the fighters for a counterstrike. Paul, alert planetary defenses. We will hit their fleet before they can strike Earth again. Timing will be crucial. Far above Earth, the alien fleet had regrouped. Commander Vorath's massive ship hovered in space, surrounded by smaller cruisers. His eyes glowed with fury. How did they survive our first strike? They should be broken. They are weak, but they fight back. His second-in-command, a thin, sharp-faced alien named Creel, spoke carefully. Commander, humans are different. They do not act with fear. They are clever. They adapt quickly. If we are not careful, they could destroy more of our fleet. Vorath shook his head, anger burning. No species should survive us this way. Prepare all weapons. They will learn fear. We will crush them this time. But humans had already begun their plan. Alex's team had been preparing in secret. The Earth had hidden satellites and stealth ships that the aliens did not know about. Lisa's pulse cannon was ready, capable of hitting multiple targets at once. Ryan's fighters were nimble, trained for precision strikes. Emma had set up mobile medical units near Earth orbit, ready for casualties. Alex took a deep breath. This is it. The counterstrike begins now. Ryan, you lead the fighters. Lisa, guide them. Everyone else, support as needed. We hit the command ship first, then disrupt the fleet. Ryan's voice was firm. Roger that, Captain. Let's make them regret underestimating us. The human fighters launched from hidden bases. They moved fast, weaving through space, avoiding alien sensors. The pulse cannon fired from Earth, sending precise energy bursts toward the alien ships. One by one, small explosions erupted along the fleet. Sparks flew, engines shuddered, and alien crews scrambled to repair the damage. Vorath roared in anger. They dare attack us again. Focus fire! Destroy them! But humans were already in position. Ryan's squad targeted weak points in the alien ships. One fighter slipped inside the shield of a cruiser and fired missiles directly at its engine. The ship exploded in a bright flash, sending debris into space. Lisa's voice crackled over the comms. Good hit, Ryan. Keep going. Pulse cannon ready for the next wave. On Earth, Alex monitored the battle. They are responding slowly. We have the advantage. Keep pressure on the command ship. Fighters are taking small damage, but no one is critically hurt yet. Keep them safe. The aliens were confused. They had never faced a species that coordinated attacks so carefully. Every move of the humans seemed calculated, precise, and fearless. For the first time, Vorath realized they might not be as invincible as he believed. Creel's voice was nervous. Commander, their attacks, they are effective. They are not afraid of us. Their strategy is advanced. Vorath's glowing eyes narrowed. Then we adapt. They will not survive if we fight properly. All weapons, maximum power. But even as the aliens prepared for a massive strike, humans moved again. Ryan led his fighters straight toward the alien command ship. Using stealth routes and the cover of debris from destroyed ships, they approached silently. Target the engines and shields, Ryan instructed his team. If we disable those, the command ship cannot control the fleet. Lisa guided them from Earth. Pulse cannon ready. Wait for my signal. Now. A bright surge of energy shot from Earth, hitting the alien command ship. Sparks flew, systems failed, and alarms rang. The ship shuddered violently, struggling to stay in formation. The smaller alien ships faltered as well, unsure how to respond. Vorath bellowed in anger. Impossible. How can humans strike us from so far? They should be weak, Creel trembled. Commander, they are not weak. They are strong. Too strong. We underestimated them. Ryan's fighters attacked again, this time striking weaker cruisers in the fleet. Explosions rippled across space. One cruiser lost control and collided with another, causing a chain reaction. The alien formation began to break apart. Alex watched carefully. This is it. Keep pushing. We must hit their command ship directly. If it falls, the fleet will be disorganized. On Earth, Lisa's fingers flew over the controls. Pulse cannon ready, multiple targets locked. Firing in 3, 2, 1! A brilliant wave of energy struck the alien command ship. Its shields flickered and failed. Engines stopped working. The alien fleet was thrown into chaos. Smaller ships panicked, not knowing where to go. Vorath's glow dimmed slightly. "No, this cannot happen. They cannot defeat us." Creel looked around nervously. "Commander, we have lost control." "Humans? They fight differently. They are not afraid. We are. Not invincible." On the front lines, Ryan's squad pressed the attack. They disabled engines, destroyed weapon arrays, and forced several ships to retreat. Humans were calm, organized, and relentless. Every strike was precise. Back on Earth, Alex allowed himself a small smile. They are starting to see the truth. Humanity is not weak. They are not easy to break, and we will not stop. Emma monitored casualties. Most are stable. We have some injuries, but the fight is under control. Keep moving. The alien fleet began to retreat slowly, damaged and confused. Vorath realized they had misjudged the humans completely. "We were wrong. Humans are dangerous," he muttered, anger and fear mixing in his voice. Ryan returned to Earth orbit after disabling the last cruiser near the command ship. He radioed Alex. "Captain, command ship crippled. Fleet in disarray. They won't attack again without a plan." Alex nodded. "Good work. Prepare for any follow-up. But this victory is important. We have shown them humans are not afraid. We have shown them humans fight with courage and intelligence." Lisa smiled faintly. "They are learning the hard way. Invincibility is an illusion." Paul Carter looked around the room. "Yes, today humans stood together. We used skill, strategy, and courage. That is more powerful than any weapon. But we must remain vigilant. They will return." Emma added softly. "And next time, we will be ready. We know their weaknesses now. We can use that." Far above, Vorath's glow dimmed as he watched the retreating fleet. He could not understand fully how a species so small and fragile could cause such damage. His officers whispered, doubting what they had seen. Creel spoke quietly. "Commander, we underestimated them. This was a mistake we may not recover from." Vorath's anger burned, but he could not deny the truth. Humans had defeated part of his fleet. They had shown courage, intelligence, and strategy. For the first time in history, an alien species realized that Earth was not weak. Back on Earth, the command center breathed a quiet sigh of relief. Alex looked at his team. "This was the first counterstrike. We held the line. We struck back. And they will remember this day." Ryan grinned. "They will think twice before attacking humans again. We are stronger than they expected." Lisa nodded. "And next time we can strike even harder. We now know how to fight them." Paul Carter stood tall. "Yes. Today, humans showed their strength, but tomorrow, we must be ready for more. The war is not over, but we have the advantage now. They know they misjudged us." Emma looked at the screen showing the retreating alien fleet. "They will regret underestimating humans, and they will carry that regret with them." The stars were calm again, but the tension remained. Humanity had shown that even against a seemingly invincible enemy, courage, intelligence, and unity could turn the tide. The humans had survived. The aliens had learned a harsh lesson. And above all, Alex knew this was only the beginning. The humans had won the first real counterstrike, but the war was far from over. They would fight again, stronger, smarter, and united. The alien fleet had retreated into the depths of space, battered and confused. Commander Vorath was furious, but also uneasy. He had never faced a species like humans. They were small and fragile, yet they had fought with courage, skill, and unity. It was a combination the aliens did not understand. On Earth, Captain Alex Mason and his team studied the data from the counterstrike. Every explosion, every damaged ship, and every movement of the aliens was recorded. They were learning quickly. The aliens were strong, but they had weaknesses. And now humans knew them. Paul Carter spoke quietly but firmly. We cannot let them recover. If they rebuild their fleet, they will attack again. We must strike while they are disorganized. Ryan Cole leaned forward, eyes bright. I can lead another squadron. We can target their engines and weapons systems. Take away their mobility. If we hit fast, they can't regroup. Lisa Brown nodded. I can adjust the pulse cannon to strike multiple targets at once. We have enough power for a decisive attack, but we must coordinate it carefully. Emma Stone added, and we must prepare for the wounded. They will strike back if they think they are in danger. Medics and supplies need to be ready. Alex Mason looked at the stars on the screen. This is our chance. We have the advantage now. They fear us. Let's use that. Ryan, you lead the strike. Lisa, guide them. Paul, coordinate Earth's defenses. Emma, stay ready for casualties. We move together. Far above, Vorath's fleet moved cautiously. He had ordered repairs and reorganized the ships, but his officers whispered doubts. Creel, his second-in-command, approached him. Commander, the humans, they fight differently. They do not fear us. Our previous attack failed. If we strike again without caution, we may lose more ships. Vorath's eyes glowed with anger. Humans cannot defeat us. They are weak. They are fragile. We are invincible. Prepare for the next assault. This time, we crush them completely. But deep inside, he felt a tiny seed of doubt. Humans had resisted, had fought back, and had crippled part of his fleet. For the first time, he questioned his own invincibility. Back on Earth, Ryan and his fighters moved into position near the asteroid belt. The humans used the natural cover of space to hide their movements. From this position, they could strike at the alien fleet without being easily detected. Lisa guided them carefully. Engines, weapons, and shields. Target all weak points. The pulse cannon will provide cover fire. Wait for my signal, now. The cannon fired, sending a wave of energy that hit multiple alien ships at once. Explosions rocked the enemy fleet. Sparks flew, shields flickered, and engines sputtered. The aliens struggled to maintain formation. Vorath shouted angrily, "Focus fire! Destroy them all!" But the humans were already in position. Ryan's squadron darted between alien ships, firing missiles precisely at engines and weapons arrays. One cruiser lost control and collided with another, creating a chain reaction. The alien formation began to collapse. On Earth, Alex Mason watched every move on the screen. Good work, team. Keep pressure on the command ship. They are losing control. This is the turning point. Humanity can win this. Paul Carter added, "Remember, the more damage we do now, the less they can fight later. Focus on disabling, not destroying unnecessarily. We want them to retreat, not collapse completely. That will give us leverage." Emma monitored medical sensors. Casualties are minimal so far, but some fighters are damaged. Keep them safe. We cannot lose experienced pilots now. The alien fleet's command ship was crippled, struggling to maintain power. Vorath's officers panicked, unsure what to do. Creel whispered, "Commander, they are stronger than we imagined. Humans, they plan, they coordinate, and they are fearless." Vorath glared at him. "They are weak. They are nothing. We will show them our true power." Ryan's fighters closed in on the command ship. Using careful maneuvers, they avoided energy beams and hit engines directly. The ship shook violently. Systems failed, shields collapsed, and weapons went offline. Sparks and fire erupted along its hull. Lisa guided them through the attack. "Now strike the shield generators. If we disable them, the rest of the fleet will be vulnerable." Ryan fired with precision. The shield generators failed. Smaller alien ships were exposed. Humans pressed their advantage, hitting weapons, engines, and energy cores. One by one, Alien cruisers lost functionality, drifting helplessly in space. On Earth, Alex allowed a small smile. They see the truth now. Humans are strong. Humans are not afraid. We are turning the tide. The alien fleet tried to regroup, but it was too late. Chaos spread among the ships. Some cruisers collided. Others drifted without power. Vorat's anger grew, but so did his fear. Creel spoke quietly. "Commander, we are losing control. They are not afraid of us. This is unprecedented." Vorat's glow dimmed slightly. "Impossible. They are only humans, small, fragile, yet they fight as if they are invincible." Meanwhile, Ryan and his fighters moved through the wreckage, striking the remaining alien ships strategically. They avoided unnecessary damage and focused on key systems. The aliens had no idea how to respond. Humans were everywhere at once, and yet elusive, striking with intelligence and courage. Back on Earth, Alex Mason addressed his team. "This is the moment we have been waiting for. Push the attack carefully. Disable, not destroy. Show them humanity is united, strong, and fearless. We can win this without reckless loss." Emma monitored casualties. Minimal injuries so far. "Most humans are safe. Medics are ready for anyone damaged." Lisa directed the pulse cannon. "Ready for final strike. Target the last command systems. Timing is everything. Fire." A bright wave of energy struck the alien command ship. Sparks flew everywhere. Engines died, shields collapsed, and weapons shut down. The alien fleet fell into disarray. Many smaller ships fled. Some crashed into each other, and others drifted helplessly. Vorath's eyes glowed dimly, and he shouted in frustration. No, humans, how is this possible? They are weak, and yet stronger than we imagined." Creel shook with fear. "Commander, they are dangerous. We cannot fight them in our current state. Retreat may be our only option." Vorat's anger burned, but he realized Creel was right. Humans had outsmarted them, disabled key ships, and demonstrated courage and intelligence they had never seen. For the first time, the alien fleet was truly afraid. On Earth, Alex Mason allowed himself a deep breath. "This is it, the turning point. We have shown them humans are not to be underestimated. They will retreat, and we will be ready for the next move." Ryan returned to Earth orbit after striking the last key systems. "Captain, the command ship is crippled. The fleet is in chaos." "They are retreating." Alex nodded. "Excellent work. Prepare for recovery and repairs." They will regroup, but now they know humans are strong. They will hesitate next time. Paul Carter looked around. Today, humans showed their strength. Courage, intelligence, unity. That is more powerful than any weapon. But we must remain vigilant. The battle may be won today, but the war is not over. Emma Stone added, "And next time, we will be ready. They now fear us, and fear can be used against them." Far in space, Vorath watched the retreating fleet. He had never expected humans to fight like this. They were small, fragile, yet coordinated, clever, and fearless. He realized something he had never considered before. Humans were not weak. Creel spoke quietly. "Commander, they are different. We underestimated them. That was a mistake we may never recover from." Vorath's glow dimmed as he stared at Earth. For the first time in history, an alien commander realized his fleet could be defeated by a species they thought weak. Humans had turned the tide. Humans had shown courage, skill, and strategy beyond belief. Back on Earth, the command center was quiet for a moment. Alex Mason looked at his team. "This is the turning point. Humans have shown their strength. But we remain ready. We fight as one." Humanity had survived the first battles, and for the first time, they had dominated the enemy. Alex turned to his team. "This is our chance to show that humans are not only strong but reasonable. We can end this war without more bloodshed. Paul, coordinate the message. Let's reach them before they regroup. Paul Carter nodded. Agreed. We can offer terms of peace. They fear us now. If we show them our strength and wisdom, we can prevent further attacks. Ryan Cole, grinning, looked at the screens. They thought they were invincible. Now they are running. They will regret underestimating humans. Lisa Brown focused on her console. We have disabled most of their weapons and engines. They cannot attack effectively. If they try to regroup, we can strike again. But a peaceful end is possible if they listen. Emma Stone added softly, and we must be ready for the wounded. This battle has taught them to fear, but it has also taught us to save lives. We need to show them that humans fight smart and with care. Alex nodded. Prepare the communication array. I will send a message directly to Vorath. He needs to understand one thing. Humans fight with courage, but we do not destroy without reason. Far in space, Vorath struggled to control his fleet. Many ships were drifting, some completely disabled. He had never felt such vulnerability. Every instinct told him to fight harder, to strike back, to crush these humans immediately, but his pride and anger were tempered by fear. He knew his fleet could not win against humans who were organized, precise, and fearless. Creel whispered, Commander, they are not only strong, they are united. We cannot hope to divide them. Retreat may be the only choice. Vorath's glowing eyes narrowed. Humans, fragile and small, and yet they dominate space. Impossible, but true. Meanwhile, Alex Mason's message broadcasted directly to the alien fleet. Commander Vorath, this is Captain Alex Mason of Earth. Your fleet is damaged. Your command ship is crippled. We have the strength to defeat you, but we do not seek unnecessary destruction. We offer peace. Retreat from our space and never attack humanity again. You will leave this system alive, and your species may live in the galaxy. We do not desire your extinction, but we will protect our home. There was silence in the alien command ship. Vorath stared at the incoming transmission. No species had ever spoken to him like this. No species had fought with strength and then offered peace. His pride resisted, but his fear could not be ignored. Creel stepped forward. Commander, they are reasonable. They have shown us they can defeat us. Accepting peace may be the only way to survive. Vorath's glow dimmed, and he let out a long, low hiss. We cannot win against them. Humans, they are stronger than we imagined. They fight with courage, intelligence, and unity. We must retreat. Back on Earth, Alex Mason watched the alien fleet slowly turn away from the solar system. Humanity had won. Not only had they defended their home, but they had forced the aliens to recognize their strength. Ryan Cole let out a laugh of relief. They are leaving. They finally learned humans are not weak. They will regret ever thinking we were easy to conquer. Lisa Brown smiled faintly. Yes. They underestimated us, but now they know the truth. We are strong, we fight smart, and we protect our home. Emma Stone added softly, and they will tell others about what they learned. They will carry the story of human courage and unity wherever they go. Paul Carter nodded. This is more than a victory. This is a lesson. Humanity has shown the galaxy that we are not weak, that we are not easy to destroy. Today we did not just defend our home, we proved our strength. As the alien fleet disappeared into the dark reaches of space, Vorath and Creel remained in silence. Their pride was shattered, their arrogance humbled. For the first time in history, a species that had considered itself invincible faced the truth. Humans could not be underestimated. Vorath finally spoke, his voice low and full of regret. We misjudged them. They are not weak. We underestimated humans, And we will remember this. Creel nodded slowly. Yes, they are clever, strong, united, and fearless. This lesson, it will never be forgotten. Meanwhile, on Earth, celebrations were quiet but full of pride. The command center buzzed with activity, but every member of Alex's team knew what had been achieved. Humanity had faced an invincible enemy and had won, not through sheer force alone, but through courage, intelligence, and unity. Alex Mason looked at the stars, thinking of the alien fleet disappearing into space. They thought they were invincible, he said quietly. They learned that humans fight differently. Humans fight with heart, with strategy, and with unity. That is our true strength. Ryan grinned. They will never forget us, and they will never try to attack Earth again without thinking twice. Lisa Brown added, they may tell other species what they learned here. Humanity has sent a message to the galaxy. We are not weak, and we will protect our home. Emma Stone looked at the monitors showing the remaining alien ships retreating. And now we can heal, rebuild, and prepare. We have shown them our courage. We have shown them our strength. But we must remain vigilant. They may return one day. Paul Carter nodded. Yes. But today we proved ourselves. Today humanity stood united against the impossible and won. That is a victory no one can take away. Far away in the depths of space, the aliens carried their regret. Commander Vorath had never faced a species like humans. They had been underestimated, fought against, and had emerged victorious. They had expected fear and surrender, but they found courage, strategy, and resilience. Creel whispered to Vorath as they watched the stars. Commander, we must remember this. Humans, they are not weak. They are strong, fearless, and united. This is their power. Vorath remained silent for a long moment, then finally nodded. Yes, they are stronger than we imagined, and we will never forget this. We underestimated humans, and we will regret it for all time. Back on Earth, the command center quieted as the threat passed. Alex Mason looked at his team, proud and exhausted. We have defended our home. We have shown our strength. We have proven that humans are not to be underestimated. That is a victory for all of humanity. Ryan Cole smiled. And they will remember it. Every alien who survives will tell the story. Humans are not easy to break. They will regret underestimating us forever. Lisa Brown nodded. Yes, they thought they were invincible. But they are not. Humanity has shown its true power. Emma Stone added softly, and we will continue to stand together, united. Ready for whatever comes next. We will protect our home, no matter the enemy. Paul Carter finally spoke. This is more than victory. It is a lesson. To the galaxy and to any who dare to threaten humanity, we fight with courage, intelligence, and unity. We are not weak. And we will never surrender. The stars above Earth were calm again, but now they held a new meaning. Humanity had survived an invasion from a species that believed themselves invincible. Humanity had fought back, defeated the enemy, and forced them to retreat, and the aliens would never forget it. Vorath's fleet vanished into the distance, but the memory of human courage and strength would follow them. They had underestimated humans. They had faced them in battle, and they had regretted it. On Earth, Captain Alex Mason and his team looked at the stars, knowing the future would always hold challenges. But humanity had learned its own strength. Humanity had learned its power. And humanity would always stand united and fearless, ready for whatever came next. The war was not yet over in the universe, but the humans had won their first great victory. And the invincible aliens had learned in the hardest way possible that they would never underestimate humanity again. We protect our home, and we will continue to do so, no matter the enemy. Ryan grinned. They thought they were invincible. They have learned the truth. Humans are not afraid. Humans fight smart, and we will keep fighting. Lisa nodded. And now we know how to strike effectively. They will regret underestimating us again if they dare return. Paul Carter added, Yes, today we dominated. But tomorrow we must remain vigilant. The turning point is ours, but the war continues, and we are ready. Emma looked at the screens showing the retreating alien fleet. They now know humans are powerful. They will remember today, and humanity will stand united, ready for anything. The stars were calm, but now they held a different meaning. Humans had proven their courage, intelligence, and unity. The aliens had learned a harsh lesson. The turning point had come. Humanity had not only defended itself, they had dominated the enemy for the first time in history, and the aliens would never forget it. The alien fleet was in chaos. Commander Vorath hovered in the command ship, his glowing eyes dim and filled with confusion. The humans had fought with courage, intelligence, and strategy. Ships that were once powerful and intimidating now drifted, damaged, or disabled. Vorath had never imagined that a species so small, so fragile, could strike with such precision. Creel, his second-in-command, hovered nearby, shaking slightly. Commander, we cannot fight them any longer. Our fleet is crippled. Humans, they are not afraid. We cannot control this. Vorath's anger burned, but fear began to take its place. Impossible, humans are nothing. And yet they have destroyed so much they are dangerous. Far below, on Earth, Captain Alex Mason and his team monitored the retreating fleet. The pulse cannon had been fired, engines and weapons disabled, and the alien command ship itself was badly damaged. To everyone's surprise, the missiles hit one alien cruiser's weak points. Sparks flew along its hull, and a small section exploded. Vorath's eyes narrowed. Impossible. These humans have courage and skill. The alien fleet adjusted its formation, now cautious. Another cruiser fired on the human ships, but the pilots moved quickly. Ryan's ship weaved between energy beams. His hand was steady, his mind focused. Stay close, team. Target their engines, not the hull. Slow them down. Lisa Brown monitored from the ground station. The pulse cannon is ready. If they get too close, we can fire. Timing is everything. Emma checked medical sensors. Fighters are taking small damage, but no one is critically hurt yet. Keep them safe. Alex nodded. Good. We are holding them off. Keep pushing. In space, the aliens had never faced such precise attacks. Their ships were massive and powerful, but the humans moved fast and smart. Every strike counted. The aliens' confidence began to crack. Vorath roared. Attack harder. Crush them. But no matter how many beams the aliens fired, the humans survived. Their small ships moved unpredictably, using the sun and planets as cover. They were clever, bold, and fearless. On Earth, civilians began to notice the unusual sky. Some looked through telescopes, others saw flashes high above. Governments kept most people calm, but behind the scenes, everyone knew a war had begun. The aliens decided to strike a human outpost on the moon. They expected easy victory. The moon base was lightly defended, and they believed humans would surrender quickly. Alex and his team knew this was a trap. We cannot let them reach the base, Alex said, but we will use it to our advantage. Ryan, prepare a squad. Lisa, coordinate the defense systems. Emma, stay ready for casualties. The alien ships descended on the moon base. They fired energy beams that tore through the walls.